Welcome to Commander Party. That's right, no party horns or celebration party goers. The time for fun and happiness is done and long passed over. I'm Becca Scott, a ghoulish gal, your co-host now reborn. It's time for us to step into the horrors of Duskmourn.
And I'm Ify Nwadiwe, you know, the Swoltergeist. I'm ready for Golgari Graves and Rakdos Sacrifice. Today we're playing Duskmourn, House of Horrors, Precon decks, so look out for monsters galore, and best protect your neck.
The Precon decks we'll play today have something else inside. Archenemy makes its return with new scheme cards applied. And Commander Party's special rules are sure to open doors to amplify the flavor found in Duskmourn House of Horrors.
This episode is sponsored, yes, by Wizards of the Coast, which we say in accordance with FTC guidelines, not strictly as a boast, or as a ghost.
Now let's check out our special rules and then we'll meet our guests. So stick around to see who wins and plays their cards the best.
Duskmourn House of Horrors Commander Party rules add an exploration of a haunted house to spice up your Commander game.
Each player will start on the Grand Hall tile. We're using meeples to mark our locations, but you could use different colored dice, your name written on the back of one of the Precon deck's punch-out tokens, whatever works.
On your turn, at any time you could cast a sorcery, you may pay 2 mana to reveal a new room and place it in an open spot adjacent to the room you're standing on. After revealing a room, you automatically move into it. These rooms have some pretty incredible effects and advantages, so you're going to want to check them out by exploring all the house has to offer.
Additionally, on your turn, at any time you could cast a sorcery, you can pay 1 mana to move 1 space into an adjacent room. That means you could reap the benefits of multiple rooms per turn if you play your cards right, or spend your mana right.
As you move through the rooms of the haunted house, be sure to take note of which ones synergize well with your deck, and which ones might make your opponents even more threatening than their board state suggests.
Now that we've learned the rules, let's meet the spirits haunting our show today.
I'm Amy Vorpahl, and I'm playing the Miracle Worker Precon led by Commander Aminatu, a Veil Piercer. Look, she's a little girl with big dreams. Nightmares.
Hi, my name is Alexander Ward, and I am playing the Endless Punishment Precon led by Commander Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls. And as I have received endless punishment, I shall now dole it out.
Ha! It's me, Becca Scott, and I am playing the Jump Scare Precon led by Commander Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. We're landfalling, we're dread manifesting, and then we're flipping those creatures face up and sideways.
I'm Ify Nwadiwe, and I'm playing the Death Toll Precon led by Commander Winter, Cynical Opportunist. We're gonna make a graveyard gumbo. Might have to visit the bayou for that.
Hi.
All right, Duskmourn, baby, let's go. Alex, the world you were born in.
I am from this plane. I am a visitor to the, whatever plane this is.
I don't know.
But yes.
Isn't the whole plane a house? Like it's an indoor situation?
Yeah, I don't like the outdoors because of that. Yeah. I am an indoor kid always.
So meant to be, and I'm so happy for you. We did the roll. Ify, you're up first, so
Yeah.
Bring us in.
I'm gonna bring you in by starting off by playing the Reliquary Tower.
Do you want to draw?
Oh, yeah,
Commander?
sorry.
You should get to draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
draw.
decided.
And after drawing, I've decided I'm gonna play Reliquary Tower.
Yeah.
Now, we're looking at Duskmourn Ify, and this Duskmourn Ify has his BDSM clothes on.
I love it. Mine are hiding.
Mine are at home.
Mine are, they're right here. These are my BDSM clothes.
I mean, high collar is a vibe.
Yeah.
Bad Duskmourn, say mama.
Bloody Duskmourn, Sasquatch murder.
But Duskmourn shouldn't make you cry.
BDSM stands for Big Duskmourn Spells Momentarily. Once I get the map for it, I don't have it yet.
My turn, and I will draw for turn. And I will play my Temple of Enlightenment tapped, which makes me be able to scry 1. You know, I'll keep that on I'll keep that on top. Okay. And I'll pass the turn.
Great, I'll draw for turn.
Good move.
We're going to play a swamp for turn. We'll tap that swamp for a soul ring to tap that soul ring for a talisman of indulgence.
Now that is
Why is that your turn 1?
magic.
Because I just drew soul ring on the top of my deck. There was no plans for that to be a
nice.
thing.
Nice.
I'm gonna draw for turn, and I will play an island, and had it in the opening hand. Soul ring, getting nasty. And what we're gonna do with that? Y'all ready for a spooky ancient exploration?
Let's do this.
I'm going home.
Fortified Den. At the beginning of your end step, put 3 1/1 counters on target tapped creature you control.
What the heck?
That's cool.
What the heck?
So incentivizing attacking if you don't have tapped creatures.
Incentivizing wombat.
All right, I have moved into the Fortified Den as part of the cost
Thank
of
you,
flipping
Amy.
the room,
All right.
and I will pass.
Is there a magic card called Incentivizing Wombat?
No, but there should be.
There should be.
Yeah, you've just seen into the future.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just
his.
wizards hire me.
All right, I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard, tap it for green, to play Mulch. I'll reveal the top 4 cards in my library and put all land cards revealed this way in my hand and the rest in the graveyard. I got the Mulch out, I got Forest going. It's all organic over here, okay? You know, you're gonna see organic gameplay, organic humor, and some organic spells.
Oh, wow.
That's 1 land, Tree of Tales, and the rest, Death Ritual, Noxious, Gearhulk, and Demolisher Spawn are now in my graveyard.
Oh my gosh!
Is
Well, I don't like that
Mulch.
noxious spawn being out in your graveyard.
And then I will pass turn.
Alrighty, I untap. Upkeep draw for turn. Oh, just like I thought. I will tap to play a Soul Ring, and then I'll play land for turn. I'll play my Demir Aqueduct, giving me the Temple of Enlightenment back in my hand.
You could enter the room if you like. If you tap your
You know,
soul ring.
I will enter the room.
Or go to a brand new room.
Yeah.
I think I want to go to a brand new room. I'm going to tap for 2, and I'm going to go to a brand new room. I don't have any creatures yet. The Seeing Room. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard. If you do, exile it as it resolves.
Wow.
Ify, this is for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a gift.
I'll put it over here, so we're popping over here now. And I will pass the turn.
Creepy. Look at how many eyeballs.
No, untap.
I need a graveyard for that to help me out.
Oh my god. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna play a mountain for turn. We're gonna tap our Soul Ring for an Arcane Signet that I just drew.
Ooh,
which
your
is
deck's
getting
being
wild.
so nice.
This
to you.
ramp
so
is
nice.
out of control over
What
here.
have I got? 4? For a Fate Unraveler. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Fate Unraveler deals 1 damage to that player.
What?
Okay. I see the fate you've cast upon us.
And I will pass the turn.
And that's a 4 cost on turn 2. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, really good point.
Oh, you drew a card, so you're
I have
taking
drawn, thank
taking for
you.
damage?
And then we're going to play an Overflowing Basin. I now have 4 mana available. And so I'll just get my Commander Zimone out here. Zimone Mystery Unraveler. She has Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters Manifest Dread, if this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn. Otherwise, you may turn a permanent you control face up. You want to know about Manifest Dread?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm going to look at the top 2 cards with my deck, play one of them face down as a 2/2 creature, and then at any time I can turn it face up by paying its mana cost. But Simone turns them face up for me. The other one's gonna go in my graveyard.
Ooh.
Great.
Okay, so that's something to look out for.
Yes.
Just when I play a land.
That
And-
blue-green stuff.
Sure, I got my commander out turn 2, but it's just a landfall trigger. I mean, it's just basic Simic stuff. How scary could it be? I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you will pass.
I bet you want to pass, huh?
Yeah, you take 1 point of damage from Fate Unraveler.
Yep. All
It's
right.
good the life tracker's next to you.
Yeah.
You just handle that.
Yeah,
for
you
us.
handle that.
I got it.
You handle that, I'll handle that.
Good.
Eventually I will.
I'm going to go ahead and pay that cost to be the boast.
Wait, what cost to be the boss?
I would pay that cost to be the boast.
You mean play
Oh,
a
if you
land?
say it again, now I understand.
I'm playing the land, so I didn't realize you didn't know. I was doing
Right,
it.
yeah, the most obvious
Yeah,
way to
pay
say
the
that.
cost to be the
Big
boast.
house. Yeah.
Don't
Alright,
sell
I
your
will-
soul like Faust.
I'll pay 1 mana to come into the scene.
That seems good for you.
Yeah, because I want to go ahead and cast Mulch again from my graveyard.
Oh, good.
Yes. 1,
What's the ding ding?
2, 3, 4.
Oh
No land.
No lands, but I do well with different kinds of cards in my graveyard.
Is that another 7/7 that I see there?
Yes. This is Trample. Whenever Giant Adaphage deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Giant Adaphage.
Everything is scary
Yes.
in Duskmourn.
Yeah, we just got a
I think recursion is always scary.
Yeah, and then I will pass turn.
All right.
I mean, that's a lot of setup there.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, now we're talking. For land, I'm gonna play a command tower. I will take 1.
Oh yes, for
Bring me
drawing.
to
Thank you very
39 for
much.
drawing. Well, you're
I know
welcome.
we're going
And you know
backwards.
what? Thank you. And I will go ahead and play.
Commandy?
Commandy.
I'm gonna play my commander Aminatu Veil Piercer. She's a human wizard of miracles.
And a child.
And a child, yeah. They're not mutually exclusive. You can be a human wizard and a child, it's fine. So she's a human wizard of miracles. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can surveil 2, and every enchantment card in my hand does have miracle. Miracle means I can cast a card for its miracle cost when you draw it, if it's the first card that I drew this turn. So that's gonna mostly happen, I think, during the draw step. And my miracles are reduced by 4 colorless.
And you are our miracle.
Well, thank you for saying that. Sometimes it's just nice to be reminded. She's a 2/4. Why is your head in your hands, Alex?
No, nothing related.
Okay, well, I pass the turn.
He hates positivity.
I do indeed hate positivity.
It hurts him, and this is how you lose 1 life.
No, I don't. Opponents.
No, I meant based on my positivity.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We will
okay.
kill you with kindness.
So I'm going to go ahead and play a Foreboding Ruins, and I will reveal a swamp from my hand so that it comes into play untapped.
I saw it.
You have a lot of mana. Okay.
Yeah, we know this.
Oh, it must be nice over there.
Mana board wipe.
We're going to go ahead and tap these and ping myself for a damage for a black. Like that. To play Volgavoth, Harrower of Souls.
No.
Which is an Elder Demon 4/4. It's flying. Ward, pay 2 life. Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a 1/1 counter on Volgavoth, Harrower of Souls, and draw a card.
But how will you cause us to feel damage
However
during
will
our
I?
I need both of those things gone
Yeah.
ASAP.
sap.
I think what I'm going to do is also play Star Athlete, a 3/2 with Menace. Whenever Star Athlete attacks, choose up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't, Star Athlete deals 5 damage to that player. Note that will not trigger the commander thing because it will be on my turn.
Okay, but still.
It's still a wreck card, but it will not synergize with the commander directly. And then I will pass my turn. It seems like I've got a pretty fast start going on here, and I'm worried that's going to bring a little heat on me that I might not be able to deal with.
Okay.
You're looking dangerous over there, Alex.
Untap. Draw.
Paying you for a damage, I will get a +1/+1 counter on Volgavoth, and I will draw a card.
All right, let's start by doing the boldest move that a Simic deck can do. I will play a land.
I knew it.
It's gonna enter tapped, and I gain 1 life.
Which kills Volgavoth, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Anytime
Right.
someone gains life.
Now, when a land you control enters Manifest Dread, if it's the first time this turn,
Oh, congrats.
I will manifest a little dread here, send a land to the graveyard. Here is my manifest creature. Ah, good turn. Okay, played a land. Then I'm gonna play Fertile Footsteps. This is an adventure sorcery. I'm gonna search for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, untapped. and then shuffle. It's gonna be a forest. It comes in untapped. Beanstalk Giant is on an adventure. Oh wow, a land entered the battlefield, and I am going to manifest this creature face up. Turn this manifest creature face up. It's Eudora Grave Gardener. Says whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may return it to the battlefield face down under its owner's control. It's a forest land. It has no other types or abilities.
Why are you excited about this?
I'm not. It's just a very good card in that deck.
Yeah.
A game recognized game. I was
Normally
like, what is
it would
happening
just be
here?
a face down forest, but because Zimone can flip things face up, I'd be able to turn it back up again. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So when this happens, it's a forest land. That's landfall.
Yeah.
And so long as Zimone has already manifested Dread that turn, she can just turn it face up right then.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, that's so cool.
Rude. And I will do one more thing. Sakura Tribe Elder, Snake Shaman, 1/1. I can sack it, search for a basic land, put that card on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Okay, so, as I look at this, I think I've done something nasty. I'm gonna go ahead and sack Sakura Tribe Elder, put a basic land onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. But also, wait, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, return it to the battlefield face down under its owner's control. It's a forest land. That's landfall. I'm gonna turn this face up. I'm gonna sack it again, put a basic land onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. There's no limit to how many times I can pull out a basic. I can pull out an infinite number of basics.
Great. Good and fair magic.
I don't want to break my landfall deck by pulling every basic out of it, but I'll grab 4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I will just bring Steve back and leave him there. I'll just go ahead and pass the turn while I do this nastiness.
All right.
Absolutely wild. That's fair.
I mean, now I have as much mana as you do, Alex.
Yeah, that's fair. That's bonkers.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
When you draw a card, Volgavoth deals 1 damage to you, and I draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on it.
I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse. After that, I'm going to cast Rampant Growth. Search library for basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Let's get down to the swamp. Get a nice swamp up here.
Oh, Daddy wants a swamp?
Daddy wants a swamp.
Okay, I just didn't know if I heard you correctly.
Yeah, now the swamp is out.
Like, this wasn't how my family in Duskmourn raised me.
Oh, this is in the upper floor. You was up here in the Duskmourn swamp time. You know, you was down there doing creepy stuff. We was up here cooking up gumbo, had some jambalaya. Yeah, we got monstrous shrimp in that pot too. And, you know,
This is scary. This is scary.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, good old shrimp. We got ham hocks in there too, down in Duskmourn, you know. Jace come by every now and then. He said, you cook real good, buddy. You cook real good. I said, you know, you a trickster, but I like you. You know, I shouldn't trust you. You be in my mind. I know you in my mind. And you be sculpting it. All right. Did you want to cut?
I really do. Yeah, I never wanted that to stop, but...
Okay. All right, and I'll put it right here.
I do have to say for the folks at home, I forgot to hit somebody with Zimone, just acknowledging because I am in the fortified den, I could have put 3 counters on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all good. So now we got the swamp back down there, and then we're gonna look at this one. This one is my favorite one. This one was one of my swamp boys. I'm gonna tap a force and bring out Nauru Dryad.
That's your name.
Yeah, Nauru
This character?
Dryad.
That's
Nauru Dryad. And this is a death touch, but check this out. It had delirium, so it gets +2/+2 as long as there are 4 or more card types in my graveyard.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
gonna
a
say,
sorcery. I see an artifact. I see a creature. And then we also have a kindred sorcery. That's a double type enchantment creature. That's a 2-for-1 right there. Artifact creature, another 2-for-1 right there.
Okay, we get it.
Okay,
It's
I just wanted to make sure, you know, the way we do things in the Duskmourn Bayou is we like to be up front. We like to let people know, and we got to go. So I'm gonna pass my turn.
Amazing. I will untap, upkeep, I will surveil too.
Ooh.
Because of Aminatou. That's great. they're going to actually go right onto my graveyard. And then I will draw a card and kind of hope.
Ping you for 1 damage
it
for
enchantment?
It is not, unfortunately. You know, I don't mind this. I'll play Halmar Depths tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, I can look at the top 3 cards and put them back in any order, and I'm gonna make sure. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh no.
So no bueno.
Well, now you know,
shoot.
play something that lets you shuffle.
Oh, yeah, if I could, I would. Yeah, okay. They'll go back on top. And then, okay, I'll play my Moon Blessed Cleric, and when she enters, I can search the library for an enchantment card, reveal it, and shuffle and put that card on top. Even though Aminatu just wants a miracle to happen, sometimes they don't, and that's life. Doesn't matter, because I've got a Moon Blessed Cleric that's gonna let me tutor for what I want, and I get what I want. I will go ahead and do that, and I will pass the turn, but in the meantime, I'm going to tap this so I can move into another room, because that room's not
Well,
doing.
if you are in the fortified den and you decide to attack someone,
I'm not in the fortified den.
well, if you move there and then go to combat,
There's no one I'm gonna attack, because I
Okay,
can
well,
only
I'm
attack
just
with
saying-
Aminatu.
I'm just saying I would let it slide on through, because if you do the same for me and we can let our creatures get beefy. I know we're
I think that's going to benefit you more than me, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to move into another room. It's the vault. When you flip this tile, and at the beginning of your first main phase, create 2 treasure tokens. So that'll go ahead and I'll get this far away from Becca and her mana.
I hear you.
But I flip it so I get 2
I don't need
treasures.
it.
Treasure.
You can get a land at any time.
And then I will spend some time looking for the perfect enchantment card to put on the top of my deck, and I'll pass the turn.
Tap. Draw. Oh my god. Swamp.
Yeah, this guy.
I don't, in fact, know the bayou.
He's an owl.
We're gonna tap a soul ring for a Rakdos signet.
No!
I would like to reveal my card.
Oh, please.
It's the Master of Keys. It's a legendary enchantment creature, flying, and when it enters, it gets some counters based on some milling options.
I believe that's the alternate commander
Yeah.
for you.
It is the alternate commander.
Seems like a good one to put on top.
Yeah.
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 No.
We're gonna play Vial Smasher the Fierce.
Ooh, I don't.
Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. Vial Smasher the Fierce deals damage equal to the spell's mana value to player or planeswalker that player controls.
Okay. Yeah.
And is that an artifact?
No, it's just a goblin.
Oh, just a guy.
Berserker.
And then we're going to play a Cataract Parasite. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if you control a red permanent, which I do, you may have Cataract Parasite deal 1 damage to that player. So it is doubling up what Fate Unraveler is doing.
We just have to remove all your
But
red stuff, and then it's not a problem.
Yeah. To be fair, those pings, only one of them will trigger Volgavoth, because it's the first point of damage that is done every turn that triggers Volgavoth.
Okay.
You think this is fair?
Well, I'm just saying it doesn't go crazy.
To be fair?
To be fair, I am going to move into a room. I'll unveil a new room. The Ritual Chamber. Spells you cast have Convoke. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for one of that mana of that creature's color. So I will move into that. So now my things have Convoke. I will move to combat. So I'm going to go ahead and swing Volgavoth at you, Becca.
Me?
And I will be swinging Star Athlete at Ify. So we have coming at you is a 7/7 flying.
Yeah, I noticed.
And then you have a 3/2 with Menace. There is an attack trigger on Star Athlete, so I will choose your creature.
Okay.
So either you sack your creature or you take 5 damage.
Okay, I'll take 5.
Okay?
So that's going to be
8 total.
okay.
And you have 7 flying coming
I'll
at you.
take 7, Commander, and I'm now at 32.
And that is the end of my turn, and I will pass.
Untap. Upkeep.
You will be pinged for 2 damage
2?
because of Cataract Parasite and Fate Unraveler, but it will only trigger Volgavoth 1 time.
Just so I'm done in time at the top of your turn, I'm just going to crack Terramorphic Expanse.
Great. I'm gonna tap 2 forests, An island for Augur of Autumn. Look at the top card of your library at any time. You can play lands from the top of your library, and Coven, as long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. I do. Well, let's just cast from the top of the library, shall we?
Oh, what the heck? Becca gets to cast from the top of her deck after looking at it? That's my thing. Mom, she's touching my stuff.
We're gonna play from the top of the library, Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands I control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. That will trigger landfall for Zimone, so I'm going to manifest Dread. I will look at 2.
I'm always manifesting dread.
It's my favorite thing about you.
Yeah.
What if I said that? What if I was like, I always manifest dread?
I honestly believe it more than when I say it.
I'm having such a hard time
Are you?
choosing one.
Are you?
I'm gonna throw Reliquary Tower in the bin. And I have this manifest creature. And then I can play lands from the top of my library.
So, just for my knowledge, Ashaya is what power and toughness now?
14/14. Even though I have a token on top of my manifest creature, it's still a creature. It's a face down real card, not a token. The token's just representing what it is.
Right, okay. What synergy?
I think I'm going to sacrifice a tribe elder. Eudora is gonna bring it back face down. Zimone is gonna flip it face up because it's a land. So I get to put a basic onto the battlefield. Tapped.
What a way to go around getting 2 lands per turn.
And then I'm gonna, for Zimone's secondary landfall trigger ability, get to flip this manifest creature face up. And that's Body of Knowledge. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in my hand. So right now it's 4. I have no maximum hand size. Whenever it is dealt damage, draw that many cards. Thank you.
So Becca has Body of Knowledge out on the field, which is going to draw her a lot of cards, which scares me. If I wasn't pinging her for damage for every card she's drawing, she still gets the cards, which is the problem.
I'm gonna play a room. I'm gonna lock half of it up. In a room, each half is a door. When you cast it, you unlock that door, and the other door is available to you at sorcery speed if you pay the mana cost. We've got a staff room. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, turn that creature face up or put a 1/1 counter on it. And now it feels like I should hit somebody with something. Eudora's been out. And you won't block with your commander, Amy.
I won't.
So...
No, I won't. Not when I know what's coming.
Great. So I'll swing at you with a 5/5 because he's got a Death Toucher and he's got too much stuff.
Okay, I don't mind. I will block that.
Okay, great.
With my Moonblessed Cleric, and I'll trade for it, which is fine.
I did not deal combat damage, so I don't get a counter, but I am in the Fortified Den, so at the beginning of my end step, I'll put 3 counters on target tapped creature I control. And that'll be Eudora. I don't want to make my commander more of a target. That's it for me.
All right, let's untap, upkeep, get pinged.
For 2 damage,
Yes. All right.
Valgovath will get a counter, and I will draw a card. I do have to inform you that you have been cataract by the parasite. Get cataract!
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna play Bajuka Bog, and sure, why not? Let's exile Becca's graveyard.
My Beanstalk Giant is on an adventure,
Yes,
so it's
so-
already technically in exile
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So you got a Reliquary Tower and an island.
All right, and then I'm going to bring out my commander, Winter Cynical Opportunist, as Death Touch as well. Whenever Winter attacks, mill 3 cards. Delirium. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile any number of cards from your graveyard with 4 or more card types among them. If you do, put a permanent card from among them onto the battlefield with a finality counter. So I'm going to move into the vault before I move into my end step, but when I move into my end step, we're going to trigger Winter.
Ooh!
And now it is time to exile some cards. I am going to exile a sorcery with Rampant Growth, artifact with Arcane Signet, a land with Terramorphic Expanse, and a creature with Giant Adaphage. And I'm going to bring back Giant Adaphage and exile the rest.
Nice.
Now, to make sure Gnarlwood still gets Delirium, we have our Artifact Creature 2, a Sorcery 3, and Enchantment 4. So Delirium is still active, and Giant Adaphage is on the board as well. And I'll pass turn to you.
Awesome. Okay, well this is
Someone's got to deal with this board state.
Upkeep.
Absolutely, arch enemy.
During my upkeep, I will surveil 2. Yeah, I'll keep these both on top. Okay, so now I will draw this card.
Get Cataract.
I get Cataract. And I will cast its Miracle cost right now before the main phase. So it's the Master of Keys. I put X 1/1 counters on it, so naturally it will just have 4 because of Aminatu, and then I'll mill twice X cards.
So it gets +4/+4?
It just automatically gets +4/+4, but I might go a little hard.
Okay, yeah, go hard.
Difficult.
Go big.
So I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna tap the rest of my mana to bring it in as a 10/10 flying creature. Then each enchantment card in my graveyard has escape. Little child has conjured a real nightmare. And I'm going to mill 14. There are 3 more enchantments in my graveyard.
I really wish you hadn't used your Bajuka Bog yet.
Yeah.
I'm not the threat. Let's just be clear.
yeah,
You literally
let's-
have a 20/20 creature or something's going on over there.
Yeah, 14.
14.
And he's got a 10/10 with flying, so...
Well, so do you.
And now I do too, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm about to
now
die.
It's my... Well, if anyone would attack, maybe.
I did.
So now it actually is my main phase, which gives me the
2 more treasure tokens.
2 more treasure tokens. I'll play my Temple of Enlightenment. I'm going to scry 1. I milled, so I no longer like this. I'll crack 3 treasures to cast Mesa Enchantress.
Whenever enchantment enters?
Whenever
Draw
an
a
enchantment
card.
enters, I get to draw a card.
Yeah, good card for you.
Yeah, it's going to be important a little later. I do want to reiterate, I am not a threat. I'm a little baby girl with like a cute pet who's up in the air.
Yeah.
You mean a huge monster.
Yeah, but we only call him Master because he likes being called Master. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's same.
Coming back around. Jesus.
And on that I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Ify and I agree.
What was
Christ.
the joke? I missed it.
There's a child. We can't make BDSM jokes anymore.
Yeah, Aminatu's here in the room.
Yeah.
In the room with us.
I'm drawing a card for turn. Absolutely wild.
No.
So what we're
say
going
that.
to do, we're
know,
going to go ahead
jeez.
and play a mountain for turn, because I don't have any landfall triggers. But I will play Mogus, God of Slaughter. Indestructible 7/5. As long as your devotion to black and red is less than 7, which it isn't, this isn't a creature. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Mogus deals 2 damage to that player unless they sack a creature. So Mogus is a creature.
Yes.
My devotion is high enough. That triggers Vile Smasher the Fierce. When I cast my first spell, I choose an opponent at random. So I'll go ahead and roll this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Okay, hate that.
You're gonna take 4 damage.
That brings me down to 32.
We will tap 1 to play Basilisk Collar. We are then going to equip it to Volgavoth
Oh gosh. It has Death Touch and,
and
Lifelink.
Lifelink.
Okay, so he's about to gain 10 life and be at 49.
Okay.
Just so you all know.
I will then proceed to tap Cataract Parasite, Fate Unraveler, and Vile Smasher, along with this mountain, to play Solemn Simulacrum. When it enters, I will look for a land. When it dies, I draw a card. So I'll quickly do that. Play this one. Okay, so we are going to then move to combat. You are still a problem.
Yes.
We're all becoming problems. You hit me last time.
How much commander? You have 7 from me. I did hit you last time.
You just did 5 damage to me.
I did. So I'm going to hit Ify in the air.
Y'all did
Because you have a giant adaphage.
Y'all did this.
We're just stating facts that happened.
Y'all did this. I have the
Just
lowest
recount.
amount of life, and y'all did this. I'm gonna take it.
You got Kokar, you'll gain back life.
I think, doesn't your Gnarlwood have reach? I think you're alright.
No, it doesn't.
That would be great.
So that is 10 damage coming at you.
Okay.
Y'all did this.
And then I will gain 10 life.
Wow.
Okay, now do we see?
Yeah.
I mean, we always saw. We just can't do
and
anything
then
about it
I
because we
will
don't have 30
move
mana.
past my second main phase and go to my end step and your turn.
Okay, I will untap.
At the beginning of your upkeep,
Upkeep.
you take 2 damage. You can sack a creature to not take the 2 damage.
I will sacrifice
Aha.
Sakura Tribe Elder. When I do, it comes back face down as a forest land. That triggers landfall. I will manifest dread.
Oh
I'm
no.
just enabling.
I will play this creature face down, and I have an Ash Barrens in the yard. When this creature comes in, it's also a land. I'm going to flip something face up, and you know what? We'll do the new one. Greater Tanuki.
Oh, what a guy.
Enchantment creature dog 6/5 trample would channel 3, discard this, search your library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. We already skipped our ability to channel. When Greater Tanuki had come out,
Yeah, so both of them.
they're both flipped face up
Yeah.
because Ashai is also out. There we go. Okay, now I will draw for turn.
Getting cataract.
Great.
And I will draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on.
You've got a 7/5 indestructible?
I do. And something I want to die.
I don't have anything to flip face up. For shame.
No backflips today, Becca.
I'm going to do a
I'm sorry.
backflip. I'm gonna cast from the top of my library. We've got Trigorn Predator. And this is a flying beast 2/3. When it deals combat damage to a player, you can destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
Hate that.
Just need a flying blocker. When it enters, it's a land. I could turn something face up, but I got nothing to turn. It's hard out here.
You have another half of your room if you want to unlock it.
I know. Well, my other half of the room, when you unlock this door, manifest dread, then put 2 1/1 counters and a trample counter on that creature. It would just turn face up again if I so choose, but then it wouldn't get
Yeah.
the counter stay. I have not yet played a land for turns. We will play the land off the top. It's a forest. That's gonna trigger landfall, but I got nothing. Ashaya is now an 18/18. I don't think there's anything else that is gonna be able to attack this turn, so I'm gonna need to move to combat. Let's pull Ashaya up here. She will be swinging. Eudora, even though she's big, is gonna hang back because she brings things back to life. This is what I can swing with. I'm definitely sending Ashaya at the real threat.
I appreciate that.
I wonder if I should spread out the love.
I think this other threat could take some heat.
I have 2 Death Touchers.
Sure, I'm not afraid of death.
Okay.
Okay. But one is a 2/5, and I don't have anything that could beat that. So I won't bother. Let's see. Over here, you have a 10/10 flyer. Again, yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll just swing everything at Alex, and I'd like this to be maybe remembered in some way.
I'm happy to remember this for a very long time.
Great.
I'm also happy to remember this.
That's fine. So long as you guys help me bring this life total down to our
I
peg a little
I
bit.
will do
Okay.
my ding dang best. How about that?
All right.
So I will then block Ashaya with my Mogus. It's being indestructible, they'll just bounce off each other.
Flame.
And then I will block Body of Knowledge with my Solemn Simulacrum, killing it, so you will draw 2 cards off of that.
I will draw 2 cards, sure.
But I will get to draw a card.
Okay. Anything happen when
Is that
I
the
draw
first
2?
thing in your graveyard?
Yeah.
You do damage on draw, right?
Yeah, don't you do damage to me when I draw
Yes,
2?
when you draw 2 cards, you will take 4 damage.
Peak because of Augur of Autumn?
And then I will take 3 commander damage from you, and then an additional 2 points of damage.
All right, so I drew off Body of Knowledge. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, turn that creature face up or put a 1/1 counter on it, so they'll both get 1/1 counters.
When I chose blockers, I forgot that Becca was going to take a bunch of damage from how many cards they drew, so I should have blocked it with Mogus and made her draw 7.
Yeah,
but I
would
didn't.
have been okay with that.
Oh. You'll remember next time. Nurturing to the monster. It's okay. You'll remember next time. My little baby boy. Abyssal Nightmare.
Just to mention, Body of Knowledge was a 4/4 when I swung, but you blocked it anyway. Now it's a 6/6. Now I'm going to tap to play Wilderness Reclamation at the beginning of your instep. Untap all lands you control. And I'm going to cast Beanstalk Giant. Its power and toughness are equal to the lands you control, which means it's the same as a Shia.
Oh, beans.
Which I think is actually a 1919 because of the Trigon Predator. I'll count again. So I think they're both 1919s. We'll just remember these are the same. Body of Knowledge is a 5/5.
Oh, Wilderness Reclamation, yeah.
I'm gonna move to my instep, and I'm going to untap all lands, which is everything.
Absolute dog water.
Wow.
Except Soul Ring.
Wow.
Not Soul Ring.
And they say Soul Ring is broken.
Yeah. Well, Ify, how you doing with 6 land over there?
Oh, you know, I'm chugging along.
I've got 4 land on the board, so that's not the worst.
Well, you've got one counts for 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the beginning of my instep, it was still tapped because I choose the order of operations of Wilderness Reclamation and Fortified Den. So I do get to put 3 1/1 counters on target tapped creature I control. We'll go with my commander.
Okay.
Oh, well.
So at the beginning of your upkeep, you either sack a creature or take 2 damage.
I'm going to take that 2 damage.
All right.
Really don't have the...
And that will get another +1/+1 counter, and I will draw another card.
And then I will draw a card.
And when you draw a card, you're getting Cataract.
Oh no, 14 life.
Oh, yeah. I wonder who told him he should probably target me. I wonder which of...
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I said you already hit me. That's all I said. But I regret nothing because I would be 3 points away from commander damage death had he hit me.
All right, well, I'm going to play Grapple with Past. I'm going to mill 3 cards, then I may return a creature or land card from my graveyard. So that's Grim Backwoods. We got the Forest and Moldgraph Monstrosity. Go ahead and look in here. Oh, yeah. We'll bring Forest back to my hand, and then I will play my land for turn, which will give me a net 0, return on everything.
Value.
Yeah. I'm going to play Obsessive Skinner. When Obsessive Skinner enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I'm going to put it on Giant Adaphage and Delirium at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. If there are 4 more card types in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
I'd just like everyone to know these are 1919s, not 2020s.
Got it.
Ify,
Yeah, that makes...
At the beginning of your first main phase, you get some treasure.
Oh, yes. So I get I get a treasure token. Treasure. That's a game changer. Treasure. Thank you so much. I'm going to tap 2 just to hope that there's something in this room that's going to help me do something. Mastermind's Lair. When you flip this tile, move each player to any tile at the beginning of your upkeep. Surveilled 2. I can move each player to any tile.
Back to the Grand Hall. Except maybe Amy.
Can I please stay in the vault? Please, Ify. I won't attack you, ever.
Yeah, I guess I'll just move everyone except Amy to the Grand Hall.
My king.
Yes, of course. And then...
I feel like I'm being punished.
You are! We deserve this.
And then...
Log us, Ify. Go ahead.
I am going to...
Look, my deck is called Eternal Punishment. It's supposed to be for you all, not for me.
I'll go for him with my
Yeah,
big
yeah.
stuff. Get rid of his indestructible.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Well, there's no way to do that because it's indestructible.
Except for exile.
But I'm going to swing... Is there any Death Touchers over there that are up?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, there are no Death Touchers.
Then I'm just going to swing at you with 8 with Giant Adaphage.
And when it deals
Does
damage...
that a 7/5?
Yeah, that's fine because when it deals combat damage To a player, create a token that's a copy. So even if it dies, a token will.
Well, it's for combat
no.
damage to a player, so if I block it, it will do nothing.
No, it has trample.
It has trample.
Ah!
Yeah, and it's 8.
There we go.
And so
You know what? That's fine.
Good call.
I will block with Mogus. I will take the 1 point of damage that goes over, and you will get a copy.
3. Because it's only 5 toughness.
The 3 points
more.
of damage that are over.
There we go.
How dare you almost bring me back to starting and then, you will get a copy of Giant Adder.
Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
I love that copy token.
I know,
I'm
it's
going to
haunting.
update my copy tokens.
And then we'll move into my instep, which we will use Winter's Delirium ability. I'm going to bring Noxious Gear Hulk. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and exile these two, an instant, a sorcery.
Oh, because it counts for artifact and creature, but it can still be the thing you bring back.
Yes, and so this is enchantment creature, sorcery 3, and a land 4. So I still have Delirium. This comes in, and when it enters, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, you gain life equal
look
to
at
its
me.
toughness.
A Shia, it's indestructible. He can't destroy it.
Yeah.
A Shia, it's making everything land.
Yeah, and I honestly, as much as I want to try and get rid of any of these hurtful baby boys, 19 life is f***ing phenomenal. And guess what? You don't even get to be mad at me because it's gonna come back.
You're giving me 19 life?
No, I'm getting 19 life by destroying yours,
Oh,
but
I
since
think you
it's,
should do that. I understand.
and then
very
it's
good.
gonna come right back to the battlefield
Yeah.
because of her other
Yeah.
card.
yeah.
Flipped, and then it flips, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So it actually comes back face down as a forest, and then I manifest dread with Zimone. I'm gonna peek at 2. This is a bummer
you do get
because
life.
you did get rid of my exile creature card. So, yep. These are both instants.
Goodbye.
I mean, I was gonna get rid of his indestructible so I could kill him with my 1919s, but no more.
I mean, you still have the 1990.
Yeah, the 1919 goes nowhere.
Oh, I know, but I can't kill Mogus of Slaughter without an exile card.
What you mean?
Because it's indestructible, and that you...
This is my exile target creature card I was
Yeah.
gonna draw.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure you run more than one exile.
Right, wizards?
That triggers Zimone's second ability when this land creature enters, and I will flip a Shia right back face up, and she's 20/20 because I have a new manifest creature for now. Cool, so now I got 2 20/20s.
Oh my gosh.
I'm listening to you right now.
I mean,
You
you could kill me. Like,
Yeah.
you could just kill me, and I
I'm
would
gonna
not be
pass
able to do
turn.
anything about it.
They're not tramplers.
I have 3 blockers.
So, it is now your turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you either sack a creature or take 2 damage.
I can't afford to sack a creature, so I'll take 2 damage.
Oop.
And at the beginning of your upkeep, I can put +1/+1 counter on target creature. Thank you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep. During my upkeep,
Start
I get to surveil 2. Golly.
Golly, I hope it's an enchantment.
It is not.
Boo.
So they go-
throw them away.
They are going to go away. Now I will draw a card.
All right,
I'll
I
go
will
on.
get Cataract.
I'm going to cast it
Ooh.
as a miracle. I will tap 3 black for Arvinox the Mind Flail. Now, it is a legendary enchantment creature. Is not a creature unless I control 3 or more permanents I don't own. However, at the beginning of my end step, exile the bottom card of each opponent's library face down. For as long as those cards remain exiled, I may look at them, I may cast permanent spells from among them, and I may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. So I'm coming for your library bottoms.
Also, an enchantment enters the field, so you draw a card.
Oh, thank you for catching that. That'll be a card that I draw.
Take
All right.
2 damage.
2 damage. Well, ding dang. At the beginning of my first main phase, I get 2 treasures back. I will play a land for turn. It will be an island. My goal is to encourage you other commanders to attack each other, and not me. And so I will cast Archetype of Imagination. This is an enchantment creature. Creatures I control have flying. Creatures your opponents control lose flying.
Yes!
And can't have or gain flying.
I love that.
Okay.
And because that's an enchantment, I will draw a card.
And lose 2 life.
And I will lose 2 life. Oof, 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 oof.
Going to 24. Oh, we're tied on life. Welcome.
So I'm going to be exiling the bottom card of your libraries.
Okay.
If you could show them to me.
I have a sorcery, explosive vegetation.
Okay, and then a mountain and a command tower. None of those are permanent spells, so they're just exiled. You can keep them in your own exile pile. And I pass the turn.
Okay.
I'm not going to attack. And just so y'all know, this guy, he is a 9/9. He just also isn't a creature at the moment.
Gotcha.
But all your boys are on the ground now.
Yes, indeed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All boys on the ground. All
All
boys,
boys
on the ground.
on the ground. All boys
All
on the
right,
ground.
draw for turn. Play a mountain for turn. First of all, we're going to go and tap Soul Ring to put Lightning Greaves on the field, which I will move to equip to Valgavoth, unless anyone has a response to me putting that on there.
Nah, brah.
You can do that.
Blue deck needs more counter spells.
That's a statement never uttered before.
I'm gonna look at the top card of my library because I can.
It's like, just cuz. Yeah. Then I will be playing the Lord of Pain.
Yes.
What is that card title?
Oh, it sucks.
And so it has Menace. Your opponents can't gain life. Whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to the spell's mana value to that player.
Uh-oh.
That's the alt commander.
The alt commander of this deck.
Okay, love.
Oh, wow. Look at that art.
Okay, sure. I guess the Lord of Pain is out here, right in front of Aminatu, a literal child. Won't someone think of the kids? What do I need to do to the Lord of Pain to make him love me?
That's something you have to work out with him. We're gonna play Cardor Doomscourge. When Cardor Doomscourge enters until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than me.
No!
What?
Yeah.
Does that stay even if I remove it?
It enters, the effect is there for the turn. And then whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
I was gonna knock you out this turn.
Yeah, well, that's why I played it.
I don't like that.
There is a world where this is our last turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think this is the final countdown.
I mean, luckily you took away flying, because otherwise I was out.
Yeah, that's right. You did take away flying. That is annoying. Frustration. Oh, sorry. When I cast my first spell each turn, which was my Lightning Greaves, I do ping somebody for 2 damage. So I will ping Ify for 2 damage.
All right.
Yeah, everything's on the ground now.
Well, I just wanted to be closer to my Lord of Pain.
Oh, sorry. At your upkeep, I get to put +1/+1.
Indeed. We're going to convoke out a creature, which I have enough for. We're going to put a Brash Taunter on the field as well. So whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent and it is indestructible.
So you mean if I hit you with a 21,
It will deal 21 damage back at you.
wherever you choose?
Wherever I choose, technically. So let me make sure I convoke that correctly.
Can we have an exile board wipe?
I made a small mistake. I convoked out a creature, but because Ify moved me off the space, I will use the mana that I used for Brash Taunter to move to here, and then I will
Ritual Chamber?
Ritual Chamber, and then I will tap Mogus for the extra mana I need to cast Brash Taunter. So now we've fixed everything. Pass my turn.
I don't know what is possible here.
Wait, so you don't have to attack with your creatures?
No, everyone else
Everyone
does,
else
and
does.
cannot attack me.
I understand.
I have to swing everything?
I got something in my hand. I'm gonna be real subtle about it and say, "Come at me."
I think
Swing
I
it, come at
have
me. It's
to
all
knock
good.
you guys out.
Yeah.
I'm
Come
gonna
all the
try
way
and
at me.
keep Amy alive because you make his flyers not flyers.
Yeah, swing them all at me.
Okay. I've drawn. What do you think about that?
Oh, sorry. Well, first, at your upkeep, you either sacrifice a creature or take 2 damage.
I'm going to kill Ashaya. When she goes to the graveyard, she comes back as a forest. That triggers Zimon's landfall. I'm going to manifest Dread. I'm going to put something onto the battlefield and something in the graveyard. When this enters, I will flip Ashaya back up. And I think that's it. Good job. All right, now I draw for turn.
Indeed.
Draw.
Correct. And as the first time you were taking damage, so Volgavoth gets a +1/+1 counter, and I draw a card.
I think that I have a way around attacking you both, which is I can tap my creatures for mana, and then I'll be able to untap them on my end step, so I'll still have blockers against you. So I'm just gonna see what I can play.
I thought you were gonna say, I have a way to not attack you, and that's to pre-kill you.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, it'd be really funny if you tried to attack me right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't untap my Soul Ring for
It'd be
turn.
real
That
funny.
is untapped.
You got, why is that, Ify?
For no reason. It's just, you should just attack me with all your creatures. Every single one of your creatures.
Is it going to hurt Alex?
Look,
It's not-
I'm
it's
going to
not
remind
gonna
you
hurt
all.
you.
I just want to remind you all that you are all against each other as well, by the way.
Yeah. It's not going to hurt you.
I'm trying to hide. I just am being very clear. I'm a
Yeah.
tiny small child just trying to
Swing
hide
at
under
me
the
with
bed.
every creature. It's going to be good.
Okay, 1, 2.
Don't do it, Becca.
No,
Three.
definitely
I'm
do
not
it.
doing it right now.
Please do it.
Don't do it to me. Not
am
even ironically.
Unlocking Experimental Lab. When you unlock this door, manifest Dread. Then put 2 1/1 counters and a trample counter on that creature. I'll put a land in the graveyard, and I will put 2 1/1 counters and a trample counter on this. That's a landfall trigger. I could flip something face up. I do not want to. Is it any creature? Is
It
what
is a
makes your stuff
spell.
go off?
For Lord of Pain, it is when the player
Casting a
casts their
spell?
first spell. This will be your first spell.
Okay, great. It's gonna be an 11 mana World Spine Worm with Trample. When it dies, create 3 5/5 green worm creature tokens with Trample. When it's put into my graveyard from anywhere, shoveled it into its owner's library. It is a landfall, but I don't want to flip anything face up. Where would you like to deal 11 damage?
That's why it cannot be you. It has to be another player. 11 points of damage. Well, it will go at Ify.
Wow.
Whoa, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm playing a command tower,
Holy
and then I
shit.
tap 3 creatures, and with those 4 mana, I'm gonna cast Giggling Skitter Spike, Indestructible Toy. When it attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent, and I can pay 5 to give it Monstrosity 5, which is 5 1/1 counters. I didn't turn anything face up with my landfall trigger because I don't want to, and so I have to swing everything that's untapped.
Do it at me.
Okay.
Don't. It's gonna be bad.
It's not bad for me though, right?
No.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
It will be bad for you.
Nope.
Greater Tanuki, Zimone Mystery Unraveler, Augur of Autumn, Trigon Predator, but the flying isn't flying, Beanstalk Giant, Body of Knowledge.
Beans.
Beans. I have 3 cards in hand, so this is just a 3/3. Should I send anything at Amy?
I can,
No,
I
just
can,
send it all
I
at
can
me.
block
Send it all at me.
with one
Okay,
guy.
I'll send all of that at Ify. It's
Okay.
a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what you do before we count it.
Yes, in response, we're gonna crack that treasure, and I'm just gonna have a bunch of fun spiders come out. Arachnogenesis. Create X 1/2 green spider creature tokens with reach, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by non-spider creatures.
It's spider time. Down in the bayou, it's very swampy, and the spiders, they're in the roof. They don't like to be next to the wetness, so they in the corners, and they're waiting. And guess what? They waited. They said, it's time to protect the bayou. And they came down, 1 for each creature attacking. And they got long spider legs, so they got reach. They said, to stop all the flies from flying by them.
It does hurt me.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Well, you
Because
have
all
to
the
swing it
spiders.
on your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, but they don't have that ability
don't have
on
that
them.
ability,
So you
yes.
can send them at him.
But also, if he chooses to block any of the things, he will deal damage to all your creatures with the spiders.
But they only do
I don't
one.
care.
They
I
do
won't
one
die.
damage.
They come back as lands, and then
Okay,
the
yeah.
landfall, I turn them
So
face
how many
up.
creatures are attacking me?
6.
All right, so we got 6 spiders. They here and they're crawling. They was hanging in the bayou, and now they're here to play the Bayou Spider team. They got reach, and then they gonna touch things, but they don't hurt, because they're only 1/2. What they gonna do? All right, so
I heard they were gonna touch me.
they don't do enough damage to hurt any of your creatures, so they just come out, block me. I don't take any damage.
Okay. Great. I think that is all I can do right now, so I will move to my instep. I did no combat damage to you, is that correct?
Yes.
Bummer. I will...
You untap everything.
I will untap everything because they're all lands, except Soul Ring. Great, and I think that's it for me. My hands are just getting so tired from all this untapping. It's enough, minions. Thanks, guys.
Untap. Upkeep, take the damage for drawing the card. Hold on, I have to decide whether or not I'm going to sack or take damage. I will lose a spider.
Okay.
And I will take 2 damage. That's why I needed to make them spiders.
I needed sacrifices in the bayou, you know.
I don't mind you getting rid of some of those spiders that are a little too touchy.
You know, these spiders, they skittering and crawling and doing all types of stuff.
They're touching my skin.
To bring out an enchantment called Dead Bridge Chant. When Dead Bridge Chant enters, mill 10 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose a card at random in your graveyard. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
That's Grist, the Hunger Tide.
Oh wow, I know that boy. It's a planeswalker. That's a new card type.
Yes, indeed.
Unless it's an insect right now.
It's an insect because it's in the graveyard right now. I have to attack someone that is not Alex. Is there anyone who's trying to volunteer? I mean, Becca has the
I'm not
board that never ends.
Concerned because when my stuff dies, it comes right back.
Yeah. Okay. I think some of these.
You can all at Amy. I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm not
You
complaining.
can all at me.
I know, but it's like
I've got
some of your blockers are gonna kill my guy.
I will try and kill your stuff.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
I'm sure Amy will do the same too.
I'll do the best I can, but there are gonna be,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do want this to stay.
We did miss one trigger in that you cast your first spell of the turn, which was Dead Bridge Chant.
Yes. So, and also we forgot one for when I cast that spell during Becca's turn because it's the first player's turn each turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so how many mana?
So that was 3 mana for my spiders.
3 mana for spiders will go to Amy here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and now we're talking about this 6 mana for Dead Bridge Chant.
Which will go to Becca.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay. If I send my small little commandy at you, you want to just let him live?
I'll let him live.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
And then, the rest I'm going to have to send at you, Becky, even though I know you're going to be a meanie about it.
I won't be. I don't know. We can make deals if next time your Adaphage goes at Alex, and by next time I mean forever till he's dead.
Okay, you know what? I think we just made a deal.
Yeah, our first deal.
First deal. We never make deals together. This is our first deal.
Nice.
So.
Well, because one of us is always the threat.
Yes. Yeah.
But not today, Alex.
Not today. You're the biggest threat.
Okay, so you're sending everything at me, or not the commander?
Not the commander. The commander. Here, I'll do this just to signify. That's just a baby little 4/7 at Amy. We have the 8/8s from this. The Noxious Gear Hulk, who is a 5/4. This is a 3/3, and then the 1/1.
A giant Adaphage is being blocked by a Sakura Tribe Elder. A giant Adaphage is being blocked by the Trigon Predator. The Noxious Gear Hulk is going to get blocked by the Beanstalk Giant and Greater Tanuki. And Gnarlwood Dryad is going to get killed by the World Spine Worm. And then, fun fact with your trample damage, you can assign how you choose. So you can put just enough to get 1 through to make more spiders. I am going to block the Obsessive Skinner with Giggling Skitterspike, which, because it's blocking, is going to send its power back at each of you for 1.
Take 1 for the team. I want to take 1 for the team. Make that thing monstrous.
Okay.
Make it monstrous?
Make it monstrous. I'm going to take 1 for the team. Make it monstrous.
You can.
Alex is at starting health. We got to get...
It's now a 6/6, so you each take 5 more.
Yeah.
1 more.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So this is dead.
Shall we resolve?
Oh yeah.
I took 4 commander damage from Winter.
Forgot about that, and I truly apologize for saying take one for the team.
Cool.
I truly apologize.
So there aren't teams.
As I understand.
There's teams
right now. This feller is out of this world.
Goodbye, Noxious Gear Hulk.
These are going to come back and trigger your landfall triggers.
So because it's not my turn and these land babies came into the battlefield, I am going to manifest dread, put something face down, and then when the second one comes in, I get to turn something face up. It's the Trigon Predator. And then when the third one comes in, I get a third landfall trigger, and I will turn face up Citadel Hierophants, which gives all my creatures, makes them mana dorks, which they already are.
Yes, and I forgot to trigger Winter's trigger, which is when he attacks, I mill 3 cards.
Ooh, nice.
How many creatures of yours died?
Oh, you son of a bitch. 3 of my
3.
creatures.
Because of Cardor's ability, when an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
I'm also going to, can I get 2 d20s?
Why?
No, just for, because I created 2 giant anaphages.
We'll remember that just these are my personal ones.
Okay, yeah. These ones
There's
are
a couple
tapped.
copies.
Oh, okay. That will actually help you that way. We don't have to.
My goodness, y'all.
Okay, so now, at the beginning of my end step, I'm triggering Winter's ability, where I'm going to pick 4 different card types, exile them all, and return 1 to the battlefield, 1 permanent to the battlefield. Chose the enchantment, Death Reap Ritual, land, Soul Ring. Don't really need that right now. So Moldgraph Monstrosity will be coming to the battlefield. Trample. When Moldgraph Monstrosity dies, exile it, then return 2 creature cards at random from your graveyard to the battlefield.
I wonder if that exile trigger would happen because it has a finality counter. But they both replace its death, so I guess you pick.
Yeah. Oh, while I was looking through here, and also, yes, they have a finality counter. So Noxious Gearhulk was exiled, not like destroyed or killed.
Which means Cardor didn't actually trigger on that, so you will all gain back 1 life and I will lose 1 life.
All right.
You know, it's the little things that count.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, and so I cracked Evolving Wilds in past turns so that I can just find it during your turn and not waste it.
Okay, I will untap. And now it's upkeep. I know y'all have some upkeep.
Yeah, so
triggers.
on upkeep from me, which technically you have an upkeep trigger as well, correct?
I do.
So, you can resolve yours first or mine, they stack.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's do yours.
So,
I want to know what I'm at.
You either sack a creature or lose 2 life.
I do need my card draw, and I do want that, so I'll just go ahead and take some damage.
Okay, you're taking 2 points of damage, which will then trigger Volgavoth to go up to 12 +1/+1 counters, and I will draw another card.
Okay, upkeep for you.
It's dead.
It's dead, so.
It's dead. Got it. Then for my upkeep, I get to surveil 2. So Swamp is moving to the graveyard. I will now draw.
Get erect for 2.
Down to 5.
I'll tap 2 black and play Demon of Fate's Design, a flying trample creature, 6/6. I can play an enchantment spell spending life instead of mana. Okay. That would be a spell.
It is your first spell per turn.
Shoot, but would that count as 6 or would it count
counts
as
as
2?
6.
But
Then
you
I am
can't-
not.
You can't send it at you.
I can't send it at you.
Oh,
I have to send it
okay.
to someone else.
Okay, it's 6.
So I will ping Becca for 6.
Oh, she's already gonna kill me this turn. She's got flyers.
I know.
Yeah, great.
Ooh.
That was only 5. Thank you. I'm at 8.
Now I'm going to make something escape from my graveyard.
Escape.
Escape.
Well, you trying to visit the bayou?
I
You
need
trying to visit
6.
there? Going to the
Oh,
bayou.
sorry. Now I'm moving into my main phase, which is going to give me 2 treasure. All right, I have 10 land. I'm going to play land for turn. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. I'm going to play my Sphere of Safety. This feels nice and tidy and good. So I will play Sphere of Safety. Y'all can't attack me with anything unless you pay X, where X is the number of enchantments that I control.
Per creature?
Per creature and planeswalker that you attack me with. Everyone's been all up in Aminatu's space, so she's casting Sphere of Safety. because she understands personal bubbles.
Man, I really should have killed you when I had the chance.
When I escape, I will need to exile cards. I did need to do that before, so y'all, it's just going to be lots of land that's getting exiled. Maybe a Brainstone and an Arcane Signet.
A Brainstone.
And another Arcane Denial. Sellers. Oh, when I cast an enchantment, which I have done too, I get to draw a card because of my Mesa Enchantress. So I will only draw. Oh my God, what's happening?
She's at 3 life.
Do I have to draw?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw another card.
1 life.
I'll play my Phenomenon Investigators, Human Detectives. Okay, I can either believe or doubt. When I believe, whenever a non-token creature I control dies, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. Because of that, that is going to trigger Mesa Enchantress, so I don't want to do that because that would just bring me more card draw. But doubt, at the beginning of my end step, I can return a non-land permanent I own to my hand if I do draw a card, so either way, I'm kind of screwed.
You may, lovely.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
I may return. Okay, great. So I'm gonna choose doubt. That'll move me into my combat phase. So, y'all, I gotta swing some things.
But I didn't swing at you when I could have killed you so we could team up against Alex.
Oh, I totally understand. I will be swinging my Master of Keys at you. All of my creatures are flying. None of yours are allowed to be. So...
I should have killed you.
Do you have any blockers that could block flying?
I do have flyers, but no reach.
So if I swing this at you, it's a 10-10.
Then I'm dead.
And then you would die.
It's wild to me that a giant doesn't have reach.
And then I would have to swing the rest at you, Ify. They're all flyers, but you can block with your reach.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, you could do that with the 10-10, and then I'll swing at Alex if I live.
I'm at 1 life. I'm gonna do cool things. I'm gonna take people down when I can.
Wow. I wish I had known that was your...
It wasn't until it was.
I should have said what I thought was unstated, that I would let you live and you would let me live if possible.
I've made 0 deals.
I didn't say that, I guess.
I've made 0 deals.
I just thought it was our...
And you have been a threat this entire game.
The bond of feminism, I thought did that for us.
Don't worry about this side of the table. This side of the table.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, so Master of Keys is...
Still you!
So I am attacking Becca with the Master of Keys. It's a 10-10 flyer. Aminatu, Mesa Enchantress, Archetype of Imagination are both coming at you, Ify, and Arvinox is not a creature, so he's hanging pretty.
Block the 2/4 and 3/2 and that's going to kill 2 of them. Then I'll double block with 1 spider.
Then my Mesa Enchantress goes into my graveyard and dies.
Okay, so that will trigger Cardor, and everyone will lose a life.
And that's all I had to spend.
And I will gain 1 life.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the damage from your thing goes to Becca.
My Master of Keys.
Killing Becca.
Tight. So y'all left me here with him. Y'all left me here.
I wanted to help you. I thought
do
there was an
technically
agreement.
have a trigger on... No, I did the trigger for Demons of Face Design. I did shoot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we made sure of that. We made damn sure of that.
Sorry, I have a lot of triggers.
Yes, you do.
All right, so then I guess that starts my turn.
Yeah, it's time for some black on black clothing crime. Yeah. Go ahead, send this to Wizards. Send it to Wizards. Don't cut it out.
Oh,
Send
wow.
this cut to
But you
Wizards.
said crime.
Yeah.
I think that's
Hey, crime is a mechanic in Magic.
Yes. Send it to Wizards. Don't cut it out.
So...
Yeah, is there anything left to do?
Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do first.
Oh, you son of a...
I'm just making sure I was making sure I didn't have any triggers that were gonna play a Blood Artist, which will trigger Vial Smasher, which means I will ping you for 2.
And then how much mana is Blood Artist for Lord of Pain?
Whenever a player casts their first spell, it's 2, so that's 2 more. And then I will move to tap this for a red, and tap Soul Ring, and tap Brash Taunter to have Brash Taunter fight your Moldergraph Monstrosity, dealing 8 damage to you.
All right, well,
In response.
I still only have 1 mana, huh? That looks like that's game.
That's game.
Yeah.
GG.
GG, everybody. GG, everybody.
37 life, Alex.
GG's,
GG.
yes. GG's.
Ooh.
That's the Commander Party handshake.
If that's what happens when I kill
You wrote
people,
that
I'm
down,
gonna
right?
just lose every game of Magic.
Ooh, Alex, well
that's
done.
really great work.
We were hopeless against you.
Oh, cool.
Important question, Alex. Did you have a way to kill me that didn't involve combat?
Yeah, I was gonna brush counter you with the with one of your 2020s,
That seems fair.
and then I was gonna chaos warp the flying thing if
Well,
Amy
what were you
didn't
gonna do
die.
against me with one life?
Something would have triggered, and then I was gonna kill Ify with a flying thing.
Oh boy.
All right.
Honestly, you
GG
could have
either
just
way.
took me down to 2 life in past turn.
Yeah, I could have, which also would have been very funny.
Well, great.
Such win, everybody. Such win.
Such a
win.
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 Thanks again for coming on the show, you two. It's great to
Yes.
have you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
It was great to be in your element.
I'm happy you invited me here to punish you all.
Let's just remember our handshake one more time.
Oh yeah, that's
The grunting is.
And now I was
That's an
punished.
element of it. All right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Congrats to Amy for taking me out. You know what? I go back on what I've said before. That is the definition of feminism now, that Amy gets to kill people too, because Alex was gonna do it anyway. And the real winner here is Simone for landfall triggers.
This Rakdos deck is so fast and feels like you're doing stuff right out of the gate, and I really enjoy playing it.
Love the Aminatou deck, love the miracle functionality. I can't wait to update it with even more enchantments to get more hits from my commander.
The Commander Party rules and the rooms that you get to move through are so much fun. They add a lot to the game, and who knows what else could have been in that deck that would have saved me from Alex's shenanigans.
I really like this Commander Party tile system that they have. It really feels like you're getting to play a more board game-esque version of what Magic usually entails when you're playing, with a 4-person pod. So getting to move between these tiles allows you to kind of customize your play experience in a way that feels very fun and can smooth out a game if you're, maybe having bad draws or something like that.
Yeah, loving the room tiles just gives you this extra mechanic, almost like an additional artifact or enchantment that you get to choose, and it can't be blasted away.
Honestly, I'm loving these Commander Party tiles that also fit the theme of the deck. Even the way you've seen us play it, because you can use it to connect to any side of the room, it'll be different every time. I had a blast. These commanders are really fun. I love the plane of Duskmourn. Hopefully I'll see you at the next Commander Party.
Thank you all for checking out our spooky magic game. We hope you too will grab the decks and soon enjoy the same. Plus, you can play with these cool rules at your local game store. So go and play Commander Party, Duskmourn House of Horrors. They run October 4th to 10th and November 1st to 7th. The links below find where to go. Make sure that you'll be present. So I'll see you next time, my little creepy varmints. Be sure to like, subscribe, and say you love me in the comments.
Tap and snap.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I gotta rub.
You didn't moan? We'll work on that.
I didn't know. I've been told I'm usually quiet.
A common complaint.
Unusual.